Guys, deluded, I'm sure for every footballing purist, seeing the demise, I don't want to say demise because it is a slight exaggeration, but arguably the worst Barcelona side in a decade, barring the front three, it is pretty depressing. As we know, we've seen the sextuple, the Pep Guardiola side, the tiki-taka, the treble in 2020, 2015, 16, whenever, 14, 15, whenever it was. Yeah, the Champions League wins. It is upsetting that they're now like this and they've lost the battle against They lost the battle against Madrid. Sorry, Madrid completed the league and Champions League double, retaining the Champions League. Zidane seems to be blooding youth players as well as existing world-class players, and it's all going well. Where on the other side of Spain or wherever Catalonia is in Spain, you see in a team that was renowned for youth players forgetting its identity, poor recruitment, poor playing staff, key players getting older and older, and of course as age catches up with everyone, the older and older you get, the harder it is. I'm talking about Iniesta, still one of the best, and definitely when you talk top 5 in the world in his position, definitely got to be in with a shout regardless of his age, 33 years of age, but he can't do it all. He's been mainly playing on the left and centre mid, but mainly on the left, and he's just not that player anymore. So they've really moved away from several values and things that made Barcelona, the side they are and made everybody like them. Firstly, I have to say the transfer policy is appalling. You get rid of Dani Alves, the cheek to get rid of the best fullback in the world. The cheek of it. He told you you'd miss him. To then replace him with Vidal, who is poor. Sergio Roberto is okay at best. He's never going to be anything like Alves. They've got rid of in recent years. Of course, it wasn't exactly then, but Cesc, Thiago, Barcelona's recruitment policy and recruitment and departures and all them things, their overall transfers, they've got away with some ridiculous shouts and ridiculous decisions. It's because it's Barcelona and they've been successful. It's clouding that. They bought the likes of Matteo and Andre Gomez, who's decent, but he's currently not levels. Thuram for big money, who flattered to deceive. To Stegen, who's going to be a decent keeper, but right now he's very so-so. Paco, who isn't good enough. Got rid of Sancho, who could have done the exact Paco things. Just not overall. Matteo, guys that are not of overall quality within the side. Dijene, who's decent, but at the moment he's not looking like that. Douglas, the Brazilian, ultimate fraud. Like, I mean, these are not Barcelona players. Denis Suarez, decent, but right now, he's not of that level to improve the side and things of that nature. When they should be targeting the likes of Verratti, they're not even looking to La Masia. Sergi Sampa's being wasted away. The guy loves Barcelona, really wants a chance, being wasted away at Granada last year. Monir, not really of that level, but could have, when you look at what they've spent in regards to the attacking options, could have offered something. You're seeing numerous kids leaving La Masia by not getting a chance. It really started with the transfer ban. That was the beginning of the end for this sort of stuff. They're not looking to La Masia. Coaches at La Masia have actually said, now Barcelona are turning down players for not being physically strong and being physically powerful, saying things like, it's such a shame he's not big and he's not powerful. Barcelona, sorry to say, but Johan Cruyff, someone that I admire, that I wish I got to see in his playing days, would be turning in his grave. You wouldn't have the likes of Iniesta, Xavi and Pep Guardiola as legends if it was for that. They need to be targeting the likes of Weigl as well, by the way. Like, it's just... It's ridiculous. Things are going on back. There's disagreements upstairs and the boardroom. You're looking at what Puyol did, how they treated Puyol, and how he's even plucking players. The best prospects are leaving. Luis Enrique moved away from tiki-taka slightly with the three at the back and things of that nature. Initially it worked, but they forgot their principles. They're not playing to their strengths. They're not playing with the fluidity, with the love of it. They should bring in Dani Ceballos, by the way, to be honest, because he's arguably what they need. They need him more than Madrid actually need him. So yeah, they've just gone away from what made the likes of Xavi, Iniesta, etc., etc. And it's had consequences because the recruitment hasn't been good enough. Rakitic, I rate him because he had a lot of people questioning, is he good enough to be at Barcelona? Would he play? Especially because at the time he was more of an attacking-minded player. Reworked his game, changed it all, and he's made it. But if I'm honest, these are not the quality of Barcelona. Rakitic can offer something as a squad-wise, but to rely on these sort of players, Barcelona, you're not going to challenge the likes of Madrid, who are having success season after season. Munich, of course, they're not having as much success as you, but you get where I'm going. So there's fractions upstairs in the boardroom, there's fractions in the back room. La Masia's coaching staff and players and parents are disillusioned with life. I really don't know what is gonna happen. I mean, I believe something like in Barcelona B, only 12 of that whole squad is eligible to play for the Spanish under-21s. So that shows you they're not even looking at youth at Barcelona B. They're just hoarding it with players that are overage and trying to just win stuff. It is going to be ridiculous. I believe Messi is doing too much playmaking. Of course, it's Messi, so he will always do that. And for many of years, he's been that winger, that forward, that cam, all in one. But they're relying on him. Messi's had to dig them out of one too many games. He's having to drop. Of course, he's getting old, so he'll probably end up deeper. But he's having to drop not out of because he wants to. He's having to drop and play make because certain players are unable to, and they're relying on Messi. And as great as Messi and Ronaldo are, they cannot turn up game after game. I know they do more or less, but they can't. They actually can't. You need overall quality. Messi should be able to just stay and further in pitches. I mean, in patches of the pitch where it's going to further damage the opposition higher up the pitch, not dropping deep. He should only drop deep because he wants to, not because he has to, which is what he's having to do at Barcelona. And it's having consequences. They drew a lot of games that they shouldn't have drew when they should have won. A lot of must-wins they should have won. They only have themselves to blame for not actually winning the league. Champions League was a joke. Of course, that comeback against PSG means nothing. And it must hurt seeing Madrid actually celebrate two major titles this year and back-to-back retaining the Champions League. It must hurt. Like, they spent 175 mil in the last 2 years, and where's the quality for Barcelona? This isn't a team that should be spending that, and if they are, it should be on quality. Where is the widespread quality? Only Umtiti, of recent memory, I can't really remember off the top of my head, is actually worth the money. Has actually been decent. The rest are poor. Overall, the side, bar the top three, is lacking overall quality and depth. Real quality of depth is lacking. I mean, technically, I think Vermaelen is still even on their books. Shout out to Verminator, but he's still technically on their books on loan at Roma. So this shows you how poor the team has gone. I mean, it's just, they need to get back to developing, playing to their own strength and what actually made Barcelona Barcelona. Because, I mean, I don't care about Barcelona like that. But from a footballing purist sort of way, and for the way they like to play and a lot of the values they previously had used to sit with me, it's upsetting to see this happen to Barcelona. There's numerous positions they need to buy. Right back's the most obvious. The keeper, there's a case, but I don't think you need to. Right back, centre mid, centre half. There's a case for a left back because I'm seeing rumours they're going to sell Alba and Digne. I think he's decent, but yeah, going off of reports, they could be in for a left back. Front three is cool, of course. They probably need someone that can come off the bench and offer something of real quality. Should go and get Giroud. No, I'm playing. But yeah, guys, like it's upsetting seeing a team that's had R9, Ronaldinho, Dani Alves, pardon me, Xavi, Iniesta, Puyol, Pedro. Of course, Pedro's not a legend like that, but yeah, players like this, Alexis, players of real quality that can really offer something to the side. Thierry, Eto'o, Deco, Zlatan, even though it didn't really work out. Players that could offer quality. And if they weren't going to offer quality, they'd be moved on fairly quickly. And these were the times where to go to Barcelona, you had to pretty much be an established player. And then on that, you'd go to Barcelona and look very much like a squad player out of your depth. To see that and to see how they are now is upsetting. I do believe the likes of Denis Suarez can come good. I actually like Denis Suarez. Andre Gomez is a bit so-so. I believe he's got ability, but he probably shouldn't be at Barcelona. So yeah, they need to obviously move on the likes of Thuram, Matteo, the guys that have no future at that club, and get back to business. Because excluding the MSN, the top three, that squad is very top heavy and very, quite frankly, poor. A lot of these players shouldn't be at Barcelona, and a lot of crap players actually would get into that Barcelona side in the current state, and that says it all. But guys, I'm waffling, man. I'm talking too much. Deluded Guna, I'm signing out. Just some thoughts on Barcelona. Thank you. Comment, subscribe. You guys know the rest.